good NFC matchup on tap between the Chicago Bears and the Los Angeles Rams.
Steven Gostkowski set to kick off.
And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. On the return is Henderson. A dangerous return man showing it here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Goff. Gets this into the hands of the tight end, Higbee. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's 2nd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. A shotgun snap for Goff. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback, because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Oh, it's intercepted. He's trying to give it to Ridley. Picked off by the Michigan man, Jake Ryan. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Certainly not the cleanest of starts to this football game. Back-to-back plays yield turnovers in this first quarter.
So there's not much flow right now. A very choppy game. And I know this. It's a copycat league. We say it all the time about the NFL. But I'm not quite sure this is what they had in mind about something they wanted to emulate.
No, you don't want to emulate a turnover. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
3-yard line.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down L.A.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Freeman. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
2nd and 11. Out of the gun. Gone. Throw left side complete. That's Freeman. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Throwing on 3rd. Gone. That's complete to his tight end, Higbee. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down and less than a yard.
Would have been right at about a 52-yard field goal try, but no, they are going to go for this thing on 4th down. Open man, Higby, the tight end. And, oh, this is going to depend on forward progress. But they're saying no, he didn't get there. So they'll trudge off the field with a bitter taste in their mouths after that failed 4th down conversion.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of analysis there on the sidelines. Was it the right call? Was it against the right defense? Should they have even gone for it at all? Will that change what they do going forward in this game? A lot of questions to be answered by them. The defense doesn't really care. They're like, bring it on again. We'll stop you the next time, too.
That'll throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. 7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 42-yard line.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. To throw now on first down. Flushed out right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Samson Abukum coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. A breakdown defensively there as the scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
13. But it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. 3rd catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
First down.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This one caught by Ridley. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Rams' 34-yard line.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Second and 7, operating from the 34. Out to his left. And it's complete right back to Ridley. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Riley Ridley, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This taken in about 4 yards deep. That decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry. Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative. But you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Man open, it's Cup. He's got it. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A Ram first down as Goff finds Cup.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Goff. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory.
Ball carrier.
Tackle was made by Jolie Ebuniwe.
7-yard line.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Goff going to give this one to Henderson. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
The 45-yard line. It's
The Rams on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Goff. Rushing down he goes. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Well, the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Now a pass hauled in downfield, and they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Henderson, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage.
This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
They'll fake the give. Now Goff. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. And they'll hustle up to stop him well shy of the 1st, right around the 15. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back.
32-yard attempt.
Rosa's kick is good. And they are on the board, trailing now 6-3. Well, that's something of a pick-me-up, and the offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. Second down. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life. But you're stuck with me in this booth, and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
17 yards. First down.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Flush to his right. The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down. He'll fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's third down.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, it's intercepted. He was trying to get it to Ridley. It's the linebacker, Alex Anzalone. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line.
Intercepted. The Rams take over 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
After the interception, here's Goff. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Earlier in the quarter when the defense was keying on the run, you said offensively they need to open things up, take some shots downfield. Didn't work there, but they did.
Yeah, I'm not going to change my tune now. I still think it's the right play because when you take those shots downfield, you open the eyes of the defense to what you could do to them, and that may open some things up for you offensively.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
9-yard line.
Goff on first down. Going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks him. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
When you're playing cover 2, this is like a tag team for the safeties. Each of them gets a half-field responsibility. Their job, stay as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, read the football, and go make a play. In this case, the free safety made the best play, an interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So his struggles just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football, Charles. Now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know what they've always said?
And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Below Nichols. Showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Goff now looks to throw. And that'll be incomplete 6 seconds left on the clock. Robert Woods, the intended receiver that time. And that takes us from second to third down. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. Third and long. It's Goff. Steps away to his left. He's going to air it out deep for Woods. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 33. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 18-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is gone. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Devontae Freeman. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Rams have taken the lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
5-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, one play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action.
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. That's going to set them back 5 yards. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. And some room to work. And they are going to score on the final return. Touchdown, LA. We know this defense has some playmakers. We saw it right there. Well, really, we've seen it the whole game.
Isn't it nice to see that on the opposite side of the ball? Respect, my man, respect. The defensive guys are outscoring their opposing offense.
Yeah, they're outscoring him indeed with that score alone. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Rams 17, Bears 6.
So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. We were down there. That message would have been received a whole different way because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it. You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They run. Montgomery. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football for triple option, you've actually called that play.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more.
The line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Hey, normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
That's pulled in at the 32. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Rams will go on offense here for the 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. The tackle by Robert Quinn.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
On 2nd and 7, Goff. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. It's hot Clinton Dix with a pick. They will bring it out past the 20-yard line.
I know some teams are leery about playing cover 2 because the strong safety's not usually a terrific cover guy. But in this case, he played it perfectly. Read the football and went and made the interception.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the 4th quarter. The Bears on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
And the Bears first down.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. Jalen Ramsey with a sack on the corner blitz. A give to Montgomery out of the gun. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. The Bears on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10.
Brings up 3rd down.
Looking to throw. Pressure comes and down he goes. And you hate to say it for the rookie quarterback. He's done some good things, but overall, a little bit overwhelmed back there, hasn't he?
He certainly has. But in his defense, he hadn't had a lot of time to throw the football. You like the way I said that? In his defense.
In his defense, I got it.
You see what I did there?
Yeah, he needs better protection, that's for sure. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Sidney Jones. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 29-yard line.
Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more.
That was a terrific play, causing a loss. As a middle linebacker, simple. You can either fill holes or you can attack them, as he did there.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Cohen. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Bears take over.
1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a two-score game. And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
It's 2nd down.
Dance into his, and this is intercepted, and that should do it. Quincy Wilson with the INT. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Bears 3-yard line.
They'll look to run with Henderson. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Devontae Freeman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Rams use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Is good. Makes the score Rams 24, Bears 6.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. They'll throw this out wide and complete it to Ridley. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards. Back to the 33. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the 1st. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. That's out to the left flat and complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Cohen. He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 18 yards on that one, and Chicago has the 1st. Now they'll run it with Cohen. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
At the 19-yard line.
A quick throw complete into the flat out left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Chicago.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's a quick throw out left. That's caught. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Riley Ridley with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know, you
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show.
Taken down.
We got a plane to catch.
Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
23-yard line.
Again, it's Henderson. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
Goff now to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Going up top for Cobb. And that's caught inside the 35. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Goff. He goes full extension, and he's got it. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
From the red zone now, Goff. And my goodness, another interception. And it's Clinton Dix with a pick.
By the Bears. Clinton Dix on the coverage.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
So the L.A. Rams with a victory here, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Rams, it'll be a much happier locker room here as they get that first win after 5 straight losses to start the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Chicago, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings.
No, but I'm on this every day.